You guys ready?
What's the plan, Bobby?
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always winged it.
We're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy?
You ready?
Here we go.
What's good, everybody? Welcome into the OG NBA betting show. Got my guy Babano here with me. Dutch, he's slide through in a minute, and I'm pretty sure in Wham Bam, we'll see. But we got 7 games to talk about. We'll see if we can get paid. Babano, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. Skee, yesterday was nuts. There's college basketball. There's a college hockey NCAA tournament too going on yesterday. That was going on. You're trying to watch that. You're trying to watch a little NBA and NHL, which is going on. Like there was just an MLB opening day. I mean, it was just absolutely insane trying to keep up with everything. But nevertheless, it was a interesting Thursday. Yeah, I think we just got out of there with a small profit last night. It would have been bigger if the fucking Lakers hadn't shit the bed and blown the lead, but that's another story. Last night, losing to Chicago twice in a week is not what you want to see going into the playoffs for them. But nevertheless, it's a Friday, and looking forward to talking about some of these games here.
Yeah, let's get to it. Shout out to the new members, Roll Tide Row and Chappie Funk. Appreciate y'all. And yeah, first game up, we'll go Cavs and Pistons. This one opened up -7.5 for the Cavaliers. It is down to pretty much 6 right now everywhere. Total open 231.5. It went down to 227.5, but I guess it's climbing its way back up to 231.5. There is no Cade in the lineup tonight for Detroit. For the Cavaliers, it looks like Amani Bates, Ty Jerome, Max Strus, and Tyson are all out. This is interesting here. I was thinking that the Cavs really can still name their number, and I'm just not sure how much they'll care about defense, especially when I see no Cade on the other side. So I did lean towards the over. I don't know how else to play it. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm with you. Certainly with Cavs and with Pistons and the ability of these two teams to score. And the good point by Jamrock kicks with Mobley. Mobley, him being out of there as a defensive presence slows down the pace a little bit as well. And that contributes, I think, to Cleveland maybe being more of an up-tempo over team without him. So from that stand, and their defense has fallen off clearly without him. No question about that. So I'm with you on the over. I like the Pistons here. Cleveland continues to have a hard time covering these numbers lately. They finally hit the portion of their season where get the playoffs going. That's kind of the mindset I'm seeing from Cleveland. Let's get the playoffs going. We're sick of this. Get this regular season bullshit out of here. They're kind of playing that way right now, Cleveland, with that kind of malaise. And it's like, let's just get this crap done and over with and get to the games that matter. Not a team I'm looking to lay points with right now, especially on the road and especially against a decent team like Detroit. So I'm going to take the Pistons here as a home dog.
Interesting. Well, if the Pistons are going to do something, I think my boy might have a little something to say about it. I'm kind of looking at Sasser. I mean, no Cade. He should be able to. I mean, he's been scoring lately. We'll take a look at him to score some points tonight. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Next game up, Hornets and Raptors. Oh, we get to hear that jingle right now.
I knew that.
You gotta wait any longer.
Is bad for your health.
Pavano, anything from you on the boys from the north?
Yeah, the boys from the north, it was looking like, well, where's my boys from the north that have been covering point spreads all year and been playing hard and giving everybody a tough game? Where did it go? Well, it came back the last 2 games against Washington and Brooklyn, but Brooklyn and Washington haven't had much to offer the last few games either. Charlotte's kind of taken a hit here all of a sudden. They've lost 3 in a row straight up in ATS. They lost by 7 to Orlando, blown out at Miami. Not easy to trust them. Toronto would be the lean here. I just don't know if I want to lay 5.5 with them. They're a team I'd rather take in a closer to pick 'em range or as catching points. Are we ready to trust the Raptors here to lay in the points? I'm not sure I am, but it's hard to make a case for Charlotte, what I've seen the last few games.
All right, we'll keep going. Clippers and Nets opened up 11-point favors, now 13, and total went down from 216.5 to 213.5. For the Clippers, Lundy game time decision. For the Nets, Sharp out Williams, Wofford, Clowney, game time decision. I'll say this. I was thinking that the Clippers have been playing good basketball. I want to back them, but it is a big point spread here. And the Nets, I feel like they just got like destroyed. And when teams get destroyed like that, sometimes they play a little prideful in the next game. So I'm curious how you think about this one, Bobano.
Tough to step in front of the Clippers. They're playing great. They've won 6 of 7, covered 6 of 7. They blew out the Knicks on the road, 126-113 last game. You look at the matchup earlier this year against the Clippers. That's another thing, too. Not only is Brooklyn off an embarrassment with Toronto, they lost by 30 at home to the Raptors. They got absolutely destroyed by the Clippers. It was one of the worst beatdowns that you'll ever suffer in a game. They lost by, holy shit, it ended up being a 59-point loss. 126 to 67 points Brooklyn put up against the Clippers at the brand new Intuit Dome in LA back in January. Does that game resonate with them tonight? Do the Nets step onto the court and say, this team totally embarrassed us? Like that's horrific to lose to any team in this league by 59 points and only score 67 points in that game. I kind of think first half is kind of appealing to me with the Nets here. I don't know about the full game. They're not playing great right now. Like you see what we're seeing. Jordy Fernandez has had this team playing hard, but I don't like what I've seen the last 2 games here. Dallas and Toronto, they got ambushed, lost both games by 19 and 30, respectively. So I don't know about the full game here with the Nets, but this could be something I get interested in, maybe a first quarter and a first half with the Nets. Show a little pride. Clippers coming off the big win against the Knicks. I could maybe get there with a Nets first quarter or first half, but a full game, it might be difficult to trust them.
I do agree that they'll play with a little pride and remember getting absolutely destroyed out there on the court in their last meeting. Wham Bam was Gucci. We talked about this game, the Hornets and Raptors, and the Pistons and Cavaliers.
Cool. Okay, so the Hornets, Raptors, nothing necessarily sticking out there. So I'll stay away from that. This Clipper game here. I mean, man. Yeah, you know what though, bro? This game right here, this one right here, this one's kind of tricky because I want to go early with the Clippers. Clippers playing really good defense, all that good stuff. Levels to it situation, of course. You know what I mean? I want to go and take on the first quarter here. Not the first quarter, first half here with the Clippers, but I'm not necessarily running to the window to bet the first half with the Clippers. So that's nothing necessarily outside of the first half with the Clippers. There's nothing else I'm really locked in on. Shout out to the chat though, man. Definitely sorry that I'm a little late. Shout out to Scott, Mark A, Jam, Justin, our guy. Keep it up with the people, man. Appreciate the new members there as well. Appreciate you guys there. Y'all keep that coming, man. We appreciate that. Yeah, man. I'll stay away from the first half just because I haven't bet it yet, but that's the way I was thinking.
All right, we'll keep going down the list. The next one up is Suns and Timberwolves. Timberwolves are a 7.5-point favorite, and the total came down a couple points to about 224. For the Wolves, Terrence Shannon Jr. is game time decision, and the Suns continue to be without Bill. Suns got embarrassed in their last game. I feel like maybe the Timberwolves lost by a good amount too, but I do think these games they're more meaningful for Phoenix. So I would prefer to grab the 7 points, but it's not like anything I love. Urbano, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I took Phoenix. I did. And on the road, this team's been a little bit sketchy, as we know. Only 12-24 on the road. That's a terrible road record. But they're getting 7.5. Minnesota's lost 3 of 4. They haven't played great. They beat the Pelicans in their only win in their last 4 games. They haven't been good laying numbers at home. They lost outright to Pelicans and the Pacers as double-digit favorites recently, the Timberwolves. So it's not like we can trust them, laying bigger points. I think Phoenix will respond after. And look, who did Phoenix lose to? The defending champion Boston Celtics. I mean, no real shame in that when Boston's got it going. Obviously, they can be difficult to beat. I think Phoenix does respond here. And like I said, there's still a lot to play for them. So, yeah, I'll take a shot here. Plus 7.5 on Phoenix.
I agree. I agree. I think it's too many damn points, bro, for a team that's been scrubbed. Like that has pride, like you said, Babeno. Team has a pride. Way too many fucking points here, and I know what type of team that we're gonna get with Timberwolves. They don't necessarily be blowing shit out. Both teams coming off a loss, like you said. Yeah, not that much of a bigger loss for the, Minnesota. But I mean, Minnesota ain't really showed us too much of nothing, bro. And the game that they just lost to Indiana, it's more like a revenge for Indiana because they beat that Indiana team like a week prior or something like that. So I don't really think that this Timberwolves team is as good as the Suns team been lately. And I don't know, man. Maybe without Bill is a good thing, bro, because everything just been working out for him because of that. And one of the things that's just been working for me in this since these guys been working out there is Devin Booker. Devin Booker going over his assist total. I'm not going to change that either. So as much as I like the Suns to win this game and do it up from there, I think Devin Booker, he gets over 6.5, 7.5 assists like he normally has there. So that would be official play for me. Devin Booker over 6.5, 7.5 assists. You could get the 6.5 at like -125. If you want the 7.5, it's like +110. Which either way, I'm taking both of those. And then I like the Suns here too. So I think the Suns will win this game. I think they have enough. I think they have enough motivation to come out here and win this game. As much as the Timberwolves is probably the better team as of all year, I think Suns are playing better right now. So I like the Suns, but the official play is going to be Devin Booker assists over 6.5 and 7.5 assists for Devin Booker.
All right. Next up, we have Warriors and Pelicans. And I'm going to be honest, I don't want too much to do with this game. 15.5 point spread. Yeah, I'll pass. Anybody want a part of this?
Yeah, this one is just. I mean, Warriors are going to get it done here, and I certainly think they respond after or maybe they don't. Like that Miami game is enough to say, you know what? Let's like Pelicans. I don't want them, but let's pump the brakes on laying 14.5 points on the road after what I saw from Golden State the other night, because they shouldn't have been that bad, quite honestly, in that game. I know Curry didn't play, but still, they shouldn't have been that poor in that game against them. That being said, don't look now. Here's Eric Spoelstra in Miami starting to get things rolling a little bit here. The last few games, a little late season surge from the great Eric Spoelstra. We shouldn't be shocked by it at this point. But yeah, not going to lay this many with Golden State. Pass.
Unmuted. Yeah, last game I had Pods. Pods didn't necessarily go over his point total. It was at 14.5. He was at 14. He fucking shot 6 for 16 in that game. I thought he was gonna be a lot better against the Heat. He's going up against fucking Tyler Hero. But obviously he let Tyler Hero lock him up. Some bullshit like that. I don't know. But Pods today, I think Pods today is just as good as he was. He was just as good as he was supposed to be against the Heat. It's even better for bro today against the damn the Pelicans. So he was somebody I was looking at to go over his point total. His point total is I think at 13.5, if I'm not mistaken. 13.5 plus 100. That's the way I was looking to lock in with. That is the only way I was going, bro. I was gonna go back to Pods there just because I missed it by half of last game. I'm gonna go back to the Wells, drop the point. I think that's a good bet right there. Going back with Brandon Pods over 13.5 points. I think that's a good bet there. But other than that, I don't have anything else.
All right, this next game, Knicks and Bucks, opened up. I mean, not much movement. It's just flipping favorites back and forth. Right now, the Knicks are the -1. Total wise, it opened 221.5. It's as low as 217.5 right now. Injuries for the Bucks, you do have Giannis, who's game time. They'll be without Lillard, continue to be without Portis and Jericho Sims. For the Knicks, still no Brunson. McBride is out. Campaign gonna miss this contest as well. And so I said it earlier. I gotta repeat, just for anybody who was listening to me last night. I took under last night, 220. Just thinking that lack of 2 guards for New York should hurt the offense, or 3 guards rather for New York should hurt the offense. And then same for Milwaukee. Lack of Lillard there, potentially Giannis sitting. I took under. And then I started to think that it could go the other way. I'm a believer in, well, for one, if Giannis plays, that's definitely going to help over. But I'm a believer in Kolek for the Knicks. He was a baller at Marquette.
Yes, he was.
And yeah, he was really good. I was a fan. I was watching every game.
Yep.
And he's getting more opportunity now because Brunson's out. He started to get minutes the last few games, and he's been doing a solid job. He's been racking up them assists. So he'll get even more opportunity tonight because they have no campaign. So I chose to play instead of fighting the over under. Like I said, I bought out at 217.5 minus 105. I played Tyler Kolek over 6.5 assists. He had 7+ those 3 games with the minutes bump, and he should play even more minutes since he started tonight.
I don't hate
Urbano,
that. Makes sense to me, and I believe in him as a guy that can be an effective guard at the NBA level. I do. He's been good facilitating. He sees the court well. I've seen him make these, just zinging these great passes in there. Just sees the floor very well. Is willing to pass, willing to make the right decision, pass or shoot. He's willing to always give it up. He's not going to be hogging the basketball if he thinks there's a better play to be made or an open teammate that he can find. So I think he's got good basketball instincts. And that's kind of the reason why I like the Knicks here. I like the Knicks off of loss like they suffered the other night against the Clippers. And I'm just not seeing enough in Milwaukee right now. Milwaukee's kind of another one of these teams going through the motions, playing out the string, back-to-back road losses there to the Nuggets and the Suns, coming back home off a 5-game road trip with just 1 day off following the end of that trip in Denver. So not an optimal spot here for the Bucks. So even with all the concerns and personnel issues with the Knicks, I think I'm going to take a shot here to pick them with them.
Not mad at all. I think the Knicks, the more I think about it, probably the right side here. Do you agree or disagree?
Yeah, I think you guys are right on point with that. I'm going to go a little opposite here just because, again, it was a guy that I made a little money with last time, and I was like, damn, why I didn't put more money on this shit? Damn. It was Gary Trent Jr. He had 16 points, 4 for 11 from 3. Without Dame there, those guys, he's shooting up these shots, bro. He's getting about 8 attempts from 3, and his 3-point total right now is 2.5. It's a juicy joint at minus 130. I don't think that's a problem at all. I think he's going to be getting that uptick there. The fact that this is one of those games where, I think my fault, Charlie. This is one of those games where it's probably like the best game for the day. Yeah, I mean, this looked like this could be the best game of the day. Outside of the Suns Timberwolves game, this looked like this could be the best game for the day. So I think it's going to be competitive on both sides there. I kind of would agree. You say you liked the under prior to Skee before you bought out and got on there.
Yeah,
I would think the under. Because I think this is like a playoff style. Maybe not as playoff style as that Heat game that we was talking about the other day. But I think this is a playoff style type game, especially if Giannis is in there. But again, I'm staying away from that. I think Gary Trent is going to get enough opportunities at the 3 to be able to go over his 3-point total. He's did it 4 consecutive games, over 2.5 threes. He had 4 for 11 the last game, 4 for 8, 3 for 8, and 6 for 10. Again, he gets about 8 attempts over these last few games without Dame and those guys. So I think Gary Trent Jr. is a good bet today. So over 2.5 threes is what I did bet. But as far as if I had to pull either way on this, I think you guys are right. I think the Knicks can fight back here and win this game here. So nothing official on the side, but Gary Trent Jr. over 2.5 threes. That's in my pocket.
Last game on the slate, Jazz and Nuggets, and I want nothing to do with this shit. 18.5? No. I got better shit to do today than cap 18.5 NBA spreads. No disrespect to anybody who likes this game, but I'm not doing it.
Hey, before we do that, I got one thing to do, man. Y'all better not talk crap because I got this shit queued up. Hold on. I've been waiting to play this shit. Hold on.
You more worried about making annoying ass comments than contributing anything fucking useful to any of these games. You're not saying shit in the chat, but just fucking complaining. So how about shut up and let us do the show the way we do it and address the comments. If the comment section talk about that,
Oh my
we're gonna
god.
talk about backwoods. Goddamn.
If we talking about 18 minus spreads, then we gonna talk about 18 minus spreads. No, but I want nothing to do with this.
We want to talk about 18.5 point spreads on this show. Damn it, we'll do it. Yeah. Or not. That's a great soundbite. I'm glad
Shout
we
out
cut
to my
that.
boy. Though. It's a
Yeah,
little
you
long,
snapped
but
on
you
that
gotta
guy. I
hear.
remember that. Holy shit. Yeah, Skee
Sometimes,
just
man,
going
just-
scorched earth on that bastard or whoever the hell it was. Yeah. Holy shit. Craziness.
Shout out
Just
to
the over for me. Give me the over here. I think there's a lot of points here. 240.5. Denver, they've gone over in 5 straight games. They might be a little lax on defense tonight, given you're playing Utah. You're coming off the win against Milwaukee. I could see them lackadaisical on defense. They can score at will, and they should score at will against Utah. But I think they might give up a few more points here, given the spot. So the over for me. I did actually bet this. This is a play I like actually quite a bit. Is over 239.5.
You with that, WAM?
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that all the way. And I'm with Eddie Cash too, man. He said 27 likes, man. That's dish motherfucking respectful. Y'all know what we do on a day-to-day, day in, day out. Hit the like button for us, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We here. Come on, man. Hit the like button for us.
We definitely appreciate it. Hey, them sound bites is funny because the ones you got, you don't hear us talk like that all the time.
No.
The one-
Hey, I'm gonna get myself two one day. Don't trip. I'm gonna have me one day.
Oh my god! All right, let's move to best bets, man. We gotta get out of here. First up, I don't know if Babano's going last or not, but first up, Wham Bam. We know who's going first.
Yeah, we already
Let
know.
the people know what's the best way to get paid tonight.
I think this is one of the best games for the night, and one of the things that he's been doing since they've been turning around as far as the Suns. Devin Booker's been the main distributor, main ball handler, doing everything he can to get these guys involved. He had 10 assists the last game where we did cash. He had 12 assists against the Bucks, 10 assists against the Cavaliers, 7, 6, 11, and 13, just over the span of about 6 games. He's been able to go over 6.5, 7.5 assists. We're going to keep that as the best bet. And honestly, I think he gets 8 today, y'all. So my best bet for sure is going to be 6.5, 7.5 assists for Devin Booker. Lavender all the way up to 10 if you want to. I think that's good money today. He gets double-digit assists today. And I wouldn't be surprised if they win the game outright just because of it there. So Devin Booker over 6.5, 7.5 assists. Good money, man.
Good stuff from Wham Bam. I'll go next. I think Babano will take us home. I'm going with Tyler Kolek over 6.5 assists. Like I said, he's cleared that since he's got the minutes boost since Brunson's been out. Now he's going to be starting. I think that's easy money out there for him to get another 7 tonight. Kolek over 7.5 assists for myself. And then last but not least, we'll go to Babano. Let him know how to get to the window and take us home.
Yeah, best bet. You know what? Friday, I've gotten into the habit of giving you 2 best bets. I'm going to do that again today because we didn't have a show on Thursday, and because it's the weekend, we don't do shows on the weekend. So I figure we'll give you 2 best bets again on a Friday, just like we did, I believe, last week. 1 side and 1 total. We'll go with the Phoenix Suns. The sun will shine, we believe, in Minnesota tonight. Bounce back after the loss to the Celtics. I think the Suns keep that game close. Phoenix +8 against Minnesota for the first best bet. And the other one is the game we wrapped up with. A lot of points in Denver tonight, the Mile High City. Utah, Denver over 239.5 -110. 2 best bets here for the Friday edition of the NBA OG Crew Betting Show. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button. We appreciate it very much. Have yourself a great weekend. And I know you'll be back next week because the NBA is a hell of a drug. And you're looking at the plugs. Yeah, man, we're going in. We're coming out with the motherfucking bag. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.
You guys ready?
It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always wing it.
We're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy?
You ready?
Here we go.